right, let's kick this off. Welcome. Welcome to March's elevator pitch. I am Dan Tomaszewski with Everything MSP, not to be confused with the other Dan Tomaszewski who's with Kaseya. And we get each other's emails, we get tagged in each other's stuff. It's fun stuff. But so we are here today for our third elevator pitch. And so just to give you a little bit of background, the whole idea of the elevator pitch is to bring on 3 vendors. Each vendor will provide 10 minutes to give their elevator pitch, and just an opportunity for you to learn more about their products and services, who they are, what they do, how you can use them. Additionally, what we'll do is once we get through the vendors, we will I'll jump back in and give you a little bit of instruction before we jump into the demo rooms. Now, the demo rooms are where, if you do have questions, you'll be able to ask those questions of each of the vendors, and they'll be able to jump into whatever you'd like to see or hear about at that time. One key thing that I want to mention is that we have a $250 prize available. And what we'll do is at the end, after we get through the demo rooms and we all come back into the main room here, we will do a random drawing, and someone that's here, you have to be present to win. You have to be on the Zoom call all the way to the end, and it's our little gotcha, but it's for a potential of $250. So you can't beat that. So at that point, we will select a person to win that $250. Then the other thing I'll mention too is we'll be putting up a poll. And that poll will be asking you if you'd like to learn more from one or all of these vendors. So you'll be able to complete that poll, and then they'll reach out to you afterwards. So we normally have 3 vendors, and today we have a lineup from DataStream, Huntress, and Powered Services Pro. However, Larry with DataStream, he is sick. Unfortunately, he got food poisoning and was not able to make it today. So we're going to reschedule him for another month. So DataStream will be back on. So if you did come here to learn specifically about DataStream, of course, we have Huntress and of course Kaseya's Powered Services Pro that will be here to talk about. But we will also include on that survey, if you want to learn more from DataStream, you can still select DataStream on there, and we'll provide your information over to them. So the way we're going to start out here is I'm going to go ahead and kick it off. We're going to go in alphabetical order. So we'll start with Huntress, and then basically from there we'll move over to Powered Services. So we're going to start off with Matthew. So Matthew, how are you doing today?
I'm good, Dan. How are you?
Doing great. It's a beautiful day here in Michigan. Get a little bit warmer. I actually broke out the short sleeve shirt today. So the spring is in the air.
Lucky for you, I'm in a hoodie here in Connecticut. So
are you? Well, give it a few more days, and what we have here is going to head over east to you. So with that being said, Matthew, we're going to go ahead and give you the capability to jump in. And if you have a presentation, you go ahead and share that now. I will have a timer on for the next 10 minutes. I'll throw a message over to Matthew as he's getting closer to that 10-minute mark. And Matthew, it's all you if you want to give us an introduction of yourself and then jump into your presentation.
Yeah, just a quick second. Can you guys see this? Okay.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I'm Matt. I'm an account executive here at Huntress. Been in the MSP space for about 5 years now. I actually used to work at Datto. I'm pretty close to their headquarters. So I wanted to kind of switch things up today. Definitely we'll give a overview of Huntress, but I also wanted to do a little bit of education as well. And I first wanted to kind of start talking about why hacking is one of the fastest growth industries really in the entire world. And on my first slide here, it's a picture of a fort or a castle, right? And as you can see, this castle is trying to protect itself. Has all sorts of preventative measures. It's got an outer wall, an inner wall, a gate, a moat, a drawbridge, on and on. Relating that back to the MSP security stack, you guys as MSPs, not only are you trying to protect yourselves, but you're trying to protect your clients with a lot of different solutions and a lot of different vendors out there. You guys using those solutions and those vendors have to be right every single time, whereas a hacker only has to be right one time to cause significant damage. Some of that damage that they are causing, here's a bar graph, complaints and losses over the last 5 years. This information per the FBI. Starting in 2017, there were 301,000 complaints to the FBI for a total of $1.4 billion in losses. Fast forward to 2021, there were 847,000 incidents reported to the FBI. As you could see, that number jumped significantly to $6.9 billion in losses. Wanted to dive a little further into the KPIs as well. This is the average ransom payment by quarter. Again, going back to Q3 of 2018, average ransom payment was very minuscule, right? But fast forward to Q4 of 2021, the average ransom payment skyrocketed to just north of $300,000. So as you can see, it's not only something that can cause significant damage, the hacking industry, but it's rapidly growing as well. I also wanted to give a little education from the criminals themselves, right? Like, this is a lot of money that it's costing people. Let's make it too hard to actually continue making money this way. One of the first things we like to talk about here at Huntress is that cybersecurity, it's not a technology problem, it's a people problem. Just relate that back to some of the issues that are going on in the world today, whether it's war, whether it's crime, whether it's healthcare, right? You can't really stop war with an algorithm. You actually need troops on the ground to prevent an invasion, and you can't really save somebody's life in a hospital with an algorithm. You actually need those doctors and nurses as well. And you certainly can't stop crime on the streets with an algorithm. You need police patrolling them. So cybersecurity is not a tech problem. It's a people problem. Some of that advice from hackers that we've kind of done some research on, right? This is all kind of common sense, but just having better security hygiene. Hackers are going to love to delete your backup solutions, and they dislike obviously the new cloud solutions as well. Giving users excessive admin rights is really going to make a hacker's life a hell of a lot easier. 90% of the time, they're going to break into your network with malicious emails, files, links, and websites and whatnot. I know I'm guilty of bullet point number 4, but neglecting security updates, hackers are going to greatly appreciate that when they're trying to gain access to your clients. Number 2, don't just count on AV anymore. AV is obviously great. I'm not saying take it away. Everybody needs antivirus. But start thinking about that layers of the onion approach, right? Install additional layers of protection for your clients, potentially install something like endpoint detection and response. And then number 3, just invest in your success. So Huntress recently started offering security awareness training for MSPs. This is just an example of a breached email phishing campaign. To be quite honest with you, it was my first opportunity and experience to offer security awareness training to MSPs. And I was very surprised that not a lot of MSPs were actually offering that to their clients themselves. So one of our recommendations is just invest in your success as well. So how's that relate back to Huntress, and how are we sort of evolving the hunt here? For anybody that's familiar with us at all, this is our founder here on the screen, Kyle. He's an ex-NSA cyber operator. He's got a bit of a chip on his shoulder, but he's an awesome guy to work for. He likes to say that everybody's a social media thought leader, right? And everybody likes to talk the talk. If you know anything about us, we're the company that walks the walk. We're doing it again right now with this 3CX incident that's ongoing. But basically, we were the ones that discovered and led the response to the Kaseya ransomware incident. Kyle was actually named as an expert witness in the class action lawsuit against SolarWinds. You know, unfortunately, there's a lot of attacks on the MSP community. We're always trying to give back to that community and be at the forefront of these attacks, you know, with any information that we can share with you guys. Kyle likes to talk about these 4 questions, right? When you're evaluating a new solution or a new vendor, who's behind that solution? What are their accomplishments? How have they kind of proven themselves in this space? Can they continue to deliver on their promises and evolve their product year in and year out? Because that's a huge thing with this. Hackers are evolving daily. So your products and your solutions need to evolve daily as well. A little bit more background about us. We're protecting just shy of 2 million endpoints today. That's about across 4,000 partners. We're constantly learning from you guys. The ultimate goal is just to stop hackers in their tracks 24/7 and protect your clients. And how we're doing that, one of the ways is the Huntress Managed Security Platform, or Managed EDR. I don't have enough time to really kind of go into all these little details here on the screen. Happy to kind of do that in the breakout room, but I want to stress managed because that is a big thing with EDRs. These are 3 problems on the screen here that we see with EDRs, excuse me. The first one is that they're really freaking expensive, right? Second is that they throw a lot of noise at the MSP. And third is that the MSP just sometimes doesn't have the in-house expertise to actually manage that EDR. We feel we've eliminated all those problems. We've created an affordable solution that you can elevate your entire client base to. And we've eliminated the problems with the noise and expertise because of the fact that it is managed by our global 24/7 threat ops team. And I'm stressing global there because these guys and girls are all spread out all across the globe. We don't have one specific SOC center here or in the middle of North America where people are working overnight, slugging energy drinks and making mistakes. We all wanted them to work in their native time zones. And basically, they are an extension of your team, right? So if you look at this funnel, our agent's going to monitor for specific changes in your environment. And from a really high level, if our agent detects anything that comes across as suspicious, malicious, or just unknown in general, our team's going to review that. They're going to do an investigation for you. And then they're going to get you a clear-cut incident report with exactly what's going on, remediation steps, which is a huge difference between us and some other EDRs. And we also have a one-click easy button inside of our dashboard to help you get rid of that infection as well. So that's the managed EDR side of the house. I did mention security awareness training. So this is something else that we're doing as well. Huntress now is offering security awareness training for MSPs. It's a platform specifically built with the MSP in mind, with content that's actually relevant for the small business as well. So we want to offer high quality training that's actually relatable to the small business, going way beyond compliance, ultimately improving security outcomes with our engaging content that we're offering. The nice thing about Huntress is, again, we're always trying to give back to the community. We have this neighborhood watch program. If you're not familiar with this, I would suggest signing up for it. Basically, all this is run a trial of our security awareness training platform or our EDR platform. Whether you become a paying subscriber or not, at the end of that trial, we'll actually protect your internal endpoints for free for 12 months. So again, you'll be able to protect your internal endpoints with our EDR, or you'll be able to train your employees with our security awareness training platform after running one of our trials. And again, that's free, no commitment there for a full year. And then the last thing I wanted to touch on is one of the most exciting features and things that we've released here at Huntress in 8 years of being in business. It's MDR for M365. Right now it's in private beta, public beta slated for early May and full GA over the summer. But it's business email compromise, right? #1 cause of loss of funds for the FBI with over 19,000 incidents in 2020. This will be backed by our global 24/7 threat ops team as well, with the ability to detect, isolate, and remediate. So that's about all the time I have here today. I really appreciate you guys hopping on and giving me the 10 minutes. And if you do have any questions, please join the breakout room after. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Matt. Really appreciate that. One thing that stuck out, and just taking a look at my notes here, one thing that you mentioned is cybersecurity is not a technology problem, it's a people problem. And I couldn't agree with that more. We owe it to our clients to make sure that we're working to educate them. As new employees start, they're being put behind the wheel, if you will, of a workstation or a laptop. And that particular vehicle, aka a computer, can do severe damage if used inappropriately. So that's why it's just so critical that we're properly educating our clients, and we owe it to them to make sure that we have the proper tools in our stack to protect their business. Ultimately, at the end of the day, we always have to remember that the client counts on us to make sure we have them protected. It's not the other way around. They're not going to come to us and say, hey, I need this or I need that. We're the experts. We're the ones that need to come to them. And ideally, it should just automatically be part of our stack. But of course, many of us have, still some break fix clients out there, and you might be selling things from an a la carte perspective. So with that being said, again, Matt, thank you. We'll, in a little bit, we'll be opening up the demo rooms, and you'll be able to jump into one of the demo rooms and learn more. So got Greg here, Greg Jones with Kaseya. And Greg, let me first ask, where in the world is Greg Jones today? Because you're always all over the place.
Today I'm in the Albufeira in the Algarve in Portugal today.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Not a bad gig, right?
Sorry?
Not a bad gig to be able to travel like that.
Yeah, it's not bad. It has its moments.
So what we're going to do is I'll go ahead and turn it over to you, Greg. Greg, if you want to do an introduction of yourself, and then you can jump right into your presentation.
Fantastic. Okay, thank you, Dan, and team for making this happen. Good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thank you for having me on today. And really pleased to be on. My name is Greg Jones. I'm Vice President of Business Development in the EMEA region. My role is that of a product evangelist, but more importantly, it is about supporting the MSP community. Before I joined Datto and Kaseya, I was on the MSP side of the fence for many years, different roles, CTO, head of technical services. So I've walked the walk, so to speak. As I say, really pleased to be on and bring you today's content. What I didn't want today to be about was really pitching with you, pitching products and services. Yes, we are a large organization, just been valued just below 20 billion now, with lots of different products and services to support the MSP community. And we're all about bringing enterprise grade technology down to support MSPs to help you be more profitable and more productive. But what today I wanted it to be about was how to help you within your business, how to really grow your MSP side of the business, and just give you some insights around Powered Services Pro. That is a product that we have here at Kaseya and Datto to help our fastest growing partners. What I see working, and I have the privilege of working with hundreds and hundreds of MSPs, is a lot of MSPs spend a lot of time working on their MSP business. And if you like, it's a little bit like polishing their speedboat. They spend a lot of time polishing the speedboat, but forget to put the outboard engines on the back of that speedboat. And the outboard engines in this case is all around sales and marketing. What we see from our fastest growing MSP partners and our fastest growing partners here at Kaseya and Datto is they are the ones that focus on sales and marketing in some way, shape or form, because we all lose customers. We all have attrition of customers. Getting new customers is not always easy, and it can be challenging. So what we put together was an offering called Powered Services Pro. We run it as a loss leader. We actually lose money on this product. And the reason why is because we know if we bring it to market and you as an MSP become an advocate of it and you implement it within your business, you will grow. And that has a direct correlation with us growing. That is the only reason we are as big and as successful as we are today, because of you, the MSP community. You are truly everything to us. You are our go-to-market strategy, and we believe in empowering and getting behind you. So I'll quickly take you through a few slides, and apologies, it is very much a whistle-stop tour today. Happy to join you in the breakout or connect with me later. So what is Powered Services Pro? Well, it's headed up by the other Dan Tomaszewski. from Kaseya, and also Gary Peaker, who used to own True Methods, has built many MSPs, and really built a program to help MSPs grow their business operational maturity level. And it basically comes in two main key pillars. Powered Services Pro. One is around sales and marketing, professional marketing automation, wherever you are within your MSP business. If you have nobody in sales and marketing, if you have a sales and marketing team, or even if you outsource sales and marketing, it can help you within your business. The other pillar is all around coaching, MSP enablement, and really helping you on your business operational maturity level, help you grow your MSP business. And we'll get into that a little bit later. It's also a platform that really helps you kickstart and supercharge any product launches, whether that be Kaseya products, Datto products, or even other vendors out there in the marketplace. You can use Powered Services Pro to really push those products within either your existing customer base or for your new customers that you are going after, basically. You get a lot of standard things in Powered Services Pro. You get marketing campaigns, social media posts, blog posts, videos, landing pages, webinars. They're all fully customizable to your MSP business. You do not need the Kaseya or the Datto logo on there, because we know that you picking and acquiring a new customer means that we will grow. And quite frankly, we don't need our name out there within your customer base. We're not interested in that. What we are interested about is helping you facilitate growth within your business. So that's kind of on the content side, what you get included. You also get a fully automated platform called Done For You. Done For You is really taking the pain out of your business around sales and marketing, but also putting automation in there so that when you're out at events or even attending webinars like this, or focusing on the important things within your MSP business, sales and marketing behind the scenes is being done for you. It's fully automated across all of the platforms, because we know visibility is credibility when we talk about sales and when we certainly talk about marketing. And it might not be landing the deal now. It might be just touching base with customers that will land in 6 months, 12 months, or 18 months. You also get access to our full enablement library as well. You get infographics, you get webinars, checklists to run within your MSP business, but more importantly, to run those checklists within your customer's business as well, to really help them really understand what is going on. So you get access to all of the raw content material as well. So you get access to all of the images, the videos, so that you can either manipulate them, change them, put your logo on. And again, it's fully white labeled, so there's no Datto or Kaseya logos on there as well. The same can be said about all of our videos as well. We have a huge amount of amazing videos in there that really can help you explain to your customer, your new prospects, some of the complex processes are out there. It might be around security, it might be around compliance, it might be around even something as I say as basic as why use an MSP, why outsource your services to an MSP, where it explains it's not just about fixing technology, it's about using technology to give you a competitive advantage in the marketplace. It might be to accelerate digital transformation, to really explain your message to customers as well. Included in it, you get access to SAML Systems, which is worth over 1,000 books on its own. It's included free of charge. SAML Systems is about taking compliance and making sure that you get your slice of the pie. over 40 billion is being spent at the moment on security and compliance. We want to make sure that you're getting your slice of the pie. So it's all about taking compliance. How do you cascade that message down to your customer base or your new prospects? How to take quite a arguably laborious or mundane or difficult subject and turn it into monthly recurring revenue to drive profits. Lots of training modules, videos, but more importantly, templates to help your customers to say, are you doing this within your business? It might be around, I don't know, GDPR, HIPAA, compliance. It might be just around explaining your NOC, SOC, or your security service in a less complex manner, talking about more around business strategy and making sure they get out of it what they want. You also get access to TrueMethods. This again is over 1,500 books worth of value, included free of charge. For those of you who don't know TrueMethods, it's absolutely amazing. I used to implement it within our MSP business, and it helped me and my leadership team take our offering, which at the time we used to sell our most expensive offering at £36 per month per user, to once we'd implemented TrueMethods and increased our business operational maturity level, our minimum plan was £120 per month per user. But not only how to package that, position it and sell it, it was more about how to build that business operational maturity level so that when you get the new customers, your MSP business can support that business growth and also help those customers as well. You get access to training and coaching and development. You get a dedicated coach who is a channel enablement manager. Really, this is somebody that has not just read a textbook or worked within the industry or got a job or got lucky. This is somebody that is a bit of a war veteran in the MSP world. They've walked the walk. They've been in an MSP for multiple years. They're not just having a conversation piece. They've actually been there, been on the front line. They can help you around positioning, because none of this is easy. You know, we all talk about, hey, this is how you do it. It sounds great. It's difficult to do it. You need somebody who's walked the walk before, who can help you, challenge you, question you, and give you advice and guidance. That was my biggest takeaway as an MSP as we transitioned, because sometimes you also as well have to part company with some of your customers that, for all intents and purposes, were great customers back in the day, but they're no longer aligned with your MSP business as you move forward, as you change your business model. Also as well, Goal Assist. We help you around your goals. You tell us where you want to get to, whether that's in a business plan, a pipe dream, and aspirations, goals. We help you make that become a reality and say, hey, this is the best way to do it. Rather than acquiring customers in this way, it might be around, you would be better to purchase an MSP. Have you thought about this? Have you thought about accessing marketing and development funds from your vendors? Have you thought about X, Y, and Z? Some of our fastest growing partners are achieving it by doing this. So really just helping you out. Lots of training and certifications in there to really help you. But it all links back to a supercharged forum. Basically, other MSPs who are like you, wanting to take the time out of their business to work on their business. Like even you being on today's webinar shows us that you are in the top 5% of MSPs on the planet. I'm not talking about your profits, your turnover, your revenue. I'm talking about you actually wanting to take the time out of your business to work on your business, to be better, to improve it. The reason why we spend so much time on this is we know if we get this right within your MSP business, we will see the growth as well, because we're part of that journey. We are included in your technology stack, and this is all available for you. And I'm going to put an offer out here that you can follow up with Dan Tomaszewski, the one that's on the call, Miles Walker, who's on the webinar today, or Dan in the US. We're going to offer that for this group for the next month for $299. You get 3 months free. It's on a 3-year contract. If you don't want a 3-year contract, that's fine, but it's all about helping you within your MSP business. Dan, I've run 2 minutes over there, sir, so my apologies. And I hope that added some value.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Greg. We appreciate it. And I'll tell you what, I've been in the industry for quite some time. I started my company originally in 2001, started managed services in 2006. So I'm a little bit of a dinosaur in the industry. I'll say, I know I only look 29, but we'll just leave it at that. So I go back to the beginning days of launching my MSP and thinking about all the work that it took to brand the business. My background does include design and marketing, and so I do have some of that skill set. But I tell you what, when you're there trying to launch a business, you're trying to service your clients, there's not enough hours in the day to be able to do all this, and you need to be able to have beautiful collateral material, ads for social media, whatever the case may be. And I just really love what you guys have done, putting together the entire Powered Services Pro. It's just an unlimited supply of tools for us as MSPs to help us take our business forward. So thank you guys for putting that together. So at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to launch a poll. So our first poll will be launched, and Talon will go ahead and launch that right now. You'll go ahead and pick a particular vendor, whether one or all of them. If Huntress or Kaseya's Powered Services Pro is of interest to you, go ahead and select those. We do have DataStream on there. So if you were here to listen from DataStream, you can go ahead and select that as well. So while everybody's completing the poll, I just want to mention a couple other things here, just to remember to stay till the end of our event today, because we do have $250 that will be given away to one lucky random winner here. So be sure to stay all the way to the end. In the demo rooms, once we open up the demo rooms and we launch into that, the vendors may have some swag available. So ask questions, and just, let them know that you're out there, and you might be selected for any swag that they might have. So we're about to launch our breakout rooms, our demo rooms. And what will happen is, first and foremost, you can select which demo room that you want to go into. You'll be able to move to a demo room. So if you're starting out with Huntress and you want to move over to Powered Services, you'll be able to jump back and forth. At the bottom of your screen on Zoom, there is a More button with 3 dots. When we launch the demo rooms, there'll be an option in there where you'll be able to select the demo rooms that you want. So with that being said, I think we're about to launch our demo rooms. If you do not select a demo room, we'll go ahead and place you in one. So we'll just keep an eye on that. When we're about 2 minutes out from the demo rooms being completed, we'll have a reminder and an announcement that will come into your demo room, just giving you that there's 120 seconds. Everybody will automatically be brought back into our main stage here, and then we'll wrap things up and give away our $250.